Hello everyone, Avaira is here. Let's continue the Outer Worlds. Yep. So, we finally finished with Monarch. No need to return to Monarch. Now it is time to visit Phineas after so many hours in quest and everything. So, you have relayed the promised data back to Phineas, travel to his lab and speak with him, discuss the next steps. That was a long one. Yeah, this is Science Weapons Quest. This is Space Pirates Quest that I don't want to do. Screw Space Pirates. Definitely don't want to help them. Do I need anything? Oh yeah, I got level up. Then time to do level up. Oh, my stats debuffed now? Oh, it's something that should remove some debuffs. On the other hand, yeah, I knew I need to show this stuff. I actually still need sleep. My. Okay, time to sleep then. Finally. Okay, I'm rested. I'm thirsty. I can see my stats normally without buffs or debuffs. Guess I always need to drink something. Yeah, this box doesn't feel like it's a drink. I mean, officially it's tea, but it's like a dry tea. You can't just simply drink it. But that's how it's done. In any case, drink. Okay. I still need to eat something anyway. Okay. So, perks. Okay, let's look on perks first. I mostly took everything I needed. There's minus 10 armor perk, which is, I mean, minus armor sounds amazing, but just up to minus 10 on such high tier, hard to say how effective it is because I don't know how much enemies have as armor. Because I have already 60 plus armor, so how much armor they have? Unclear. I would say what I should take, subsequent hit, but it's in TTD. In TTD I can do very few hits, so it's not so important. But, oh, I already took this one plus 5 points. Okay, ranged attacks reduce the target's armor. Oh, plasma received. Okay. Headshot skill explode damage nearby enemies. That doesn't sound anyhow logical. Maybe fine if you're using some only scientific weapon or some other weird big plasma guns. Then you can just blow them anyway. But I'm using realistic type of damage. I mean, standard physical one. So it doesn't make any sense. If at least their hand explode, but that will definitely explode the whole body. Doesn't make sense. When you're at low health, you do increase damage. Yeah. I usually not at 25%, and the best decision I can do at this point to not load saves that maybe was hour ago or whatever is to exactly shove in healer, to not die, so healing is better. Sense weapon damage. No, I don't see good sense weapons. Was all the damage that you can boost actually to sense weapon? Like you can double the damage from sense weapon actually. Which probably makes sense if you're using them. Outside of it, I don't see much reason. But still more damage weapons considered quite as nice range. It's kind of weird, like logic is these weapons do more damage if you attach silencer, but maybe silencer actually lowering the damage. Oh, I can see it actually. Modify For example, 180 damage. Install mod. Reduce recall. Oh, I saw those, so okay, I cannot check it. Well, in any case, I don't want to use them because they will not sound that juicy. Melee damage lifesteal. Alloy of plasma. I mean, technically it's raising my toughness, but not many enemies using even plasma so far. Detection radius doesn't matter if they notice me that they have problems. That should be like very automated things. There are multiple perks to reduce sway and movement penalty, but I don't see a reason in it. I surprisingly have zero issues with shooting even during some diagonal jumps. So I don't think that's important. Okay, companions I don't need because I didn't permanently. Zumba weight. Well, that can actually free some space as well. Not the most useful thing, but can be used. Current capacity mods for companions? No. I'm not getting companions most of the time. Increase range to which? Oh, interactable? No. Highlighting objects? No. Prices doesn't matter. Quite weapon doesn't matter. Nothing really to take here except for consumable weight from second tier. Oh, moment speed during TTD. No, I don't really need it. Actually, don't need it. I already have TTD first turn. Maybe in general, again, now boost tactical time donation. Can boost maximum for 25%. Sprint and speed can be improved. Durability doesn't really matter. I just need to repair from time to time. Company creations, no. Increase the magazine size of science weapons, no. Enterprises, XP from companion kills. You become very efficient transparent. Oh yeah, fast travel with encumbrance, no. Additional armor stock at vendors. Additional consumer general stock. No. That's actually not too bad, surprisingly. To maintain whatever snacks you need. Or ammunition can be good, but I have too much ammunition right now. And most I have no problems with buying things that I need. So actually, there's one tactical time dilation bonus. Surprisingly, I have all the rest. It's surprising me, actually. Okay, either this or consumable weight or minus armor. But I'm mostly killing enemies from like 5 shots maximum from assault rifle, except for biggest ones. And even biggest ones sometimes then very fast. So for bosses it's a bit helpful, for everything else not really. Let's take tactical intimidation meter then. Present I don't need perks really. I already have everything. Persuasion. They have on 65. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Lockpick 80. So already boosted it. Oh, it's also very reasonable because I have -5 from armor. Yeah, that's why I have so high bonuses. It's funny that I have bonuses from non-master and... Oh, it's like, no, it's solo, exactly. Support percent. That feels like from the companion, maybe because I'm on the ship, hard to say. In any case, should bring it to 70 at least. 9 might be useful, but so far most of 9 is not that useful. Like, you usually need either 9 or intimidation if persuasion doesn't work. So intimidation is usually more juicy. If you can persuade someone, well, then you can threaten. Okay, let's not take them. I don't know what to expect in there. So let's just go.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud.
Too clumsy. We have
I'm just
dexterity on
securing my
menu.
ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Okay, good for you.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Interesting. So he's alone all this time here. Should be a very lonely. Although he have a piggy running around. Multiple piggies.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
And what's so important about these chemicals?
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
So pretty much the most crucial component. Okay, well, I can get it. What was that about Mr. Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
Well, okay. That's understandable now. Alright, so what am I supposed to do? Tell me what I should do.
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen
Okay.
Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require.
Carmen.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Big green bubbling vessel. Speak with Carmen. Find big green bubbling vessel. Doesn't sound too hard. But yeah, that the city of all the rich guys was probably the best possible defense. Which is not a big deal, but I shouldn't make slaughter because it doesn't make sense. Anything I should know about this Carmen Imagawa?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
Well, agent that can be bought for money is not guaranteed loyalty, really. Also, I have other questions.
Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
Is there some special reason why you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Okay. Well, hard to blame him. And the way the game works, actually, and the way decisions and many things done, no guarantee that I'm the first one to be a knife like this. On the other hand, no, he pretty much carried on a one body from the ship. So I'd assume that's probably fine. In any case, if you wanted criminal for the whole system, the most wanted criminal, you better be behind the bulletproof glass. It makes sense in any case. Alright, can we talk about other things?
Absolutely. Let's talk.
So, don't you ever leave your nav?
Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
That's not what I meant. Do you have some kind of life outside your work?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know.
Makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense to even ask him why he's obsessed with Ryan colonists. I mean, yeah, if you know about the things and you have any possible means to do it, you should try, for sure, to save these people. Yeah, how's it coming along, by the way?
Remarkably well. After all, I managed to revive you without too many adverse side effects.
That is
We're
true.
even having a real conversation. That's progress. Once you steal some chemicals from Byzantium, we can finally begin the process of reviving the Hope's colonists. Get me those chemicals, and I'll revive the Hope. Revive the Hope, put a stop to the board. Stop the board, save the colony from destruction. Cause and effect. Simple, really.
That is
My
true.
progress is tied to your progress. We're in this together, my friend.
Alright. I also could give you a research peer review if you want.
I'm well aware of your scientific acumen, but you're far better suited to working in the field than I am. Leave the blackboard work to me.
Makes sense.
10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the hope. Get it?
Yes. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Everyone on the Hope is depending on us.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Yeah, one thing is common between us. We both actually always on caffeinoids. No time to sleep. You just shove those caffeinoids and you're good. We have another ship here. Much smaller ship. Oh, I could search here for the scientific weapon, but I don't really care because 99% that I will not use it anyway. So it's whatever. So, the thing is, Byzantium, judging by what I know about this place, must be the final planet. At least.
I understand we have decided to continue
It's possible.
supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Yes.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I don't know. Yeah. I would say maybe more reasonable to go for DLC right now because no guarantees that I will be able to go for it. I definitely know that DLC is unplayable when I'm going for final mission. Byzantium might be the final leap. I'm questionable how many missions there, but it might be it. Just it might made me, I don't know, also wanted criminal as Phineas, so some ways might be knocked. Okay, You mentioned Etherwave drama. I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Yeah, that's one of the deals, yes. Brain eaters. My.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me?
It feels like it will be fully separate story. With different characters to play.
It's you.
This is
Oh,
the
no.
Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Okay, so should I just advertise the
we have
vodka?
a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Amazing. I would prefer mistress. Let me guess. This is about Hudson Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
I would say Rizzo have other stains. Like Monarch, for example, where they dropped all the people to die there. And your first thought was to come to me.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this.
Okay.
Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico monopolized your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel, least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
Sublight, damn it. Rizzo and Sublight, I don't wanna be associated with any of them. But okay. Still, must be investigated, I guess, by someone. Plus, probably I can make some money this way. Well, I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor as an assault on the colony.
2-bit actor? Oh, Captain. This isn't Spencer Woolridge we're talking about. This is Halcyon Helen, Princess of
that is.
Periodicals, Duchess of Dramaturgy.
Whatever I
You
say.
would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Please, Lou. Sublight Underground is built on discretion. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give her the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Gentlemen, please. As far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots.
First sensible thing I've heard all day. My apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was unprofessional of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a talented diplomat. You know how to ask questions, and you have a gift for getting answers without resorting to violence. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
I'm kinda curious what she would say if I would be murder hobo type of player that just obliterated everything on the way. But okay. Maybe shit would be different and the dialogue would be without her. So, but shouldn't this be the, well, constable's job? Constable?
I hate to admit it, but I'm a little out of my depth here. I'm used to dealing with rowdy VIPs from Byzantium, not murder. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
Whatever that is. Well, okay, I guess I need to help. If they actually need help so much that they even found me. That makes sense. You can count on me.
The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Unveiling? Yeah, and must have been pretty popular if your desk could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
Sure. Well, you seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise.
I could say the
The
same.
law is simple. Politics are complicated.
Alright. I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
Good. Don't remember telling you to go there, but okay. On those, she maybe means that we have coordinates. I really don't know why they trusted me to catch Hanson Hen's killer.
It is possible they expect you to understand the mind of a killer. You were, after all, responsible for murdering civilians in Emerald Vale.
I was attacked by them. This group of idiots on the cannery, they attacked me for no apparent reason. So, no, I'm not a killer. Just mass murder. Especially if I will pile up a few hundreds of murders that I killed on the way. So, what can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Alright. Potentially capable. Things in them. Get another level up? Oof. 25 levels already. I suspect the 30 is the cap, but I don't know. Most like it is. Okay, I definitely need all the persuasion here. Show it there. Oh yeah, that's redundant now unlocked. We have also still locked the Olympus, Tartarus, and Hephaestus. And Typhon actually. No, maybe I will visit some of them at least. But I still don't know where is Byzantium. Is it action territory? Oh yeah. It's kind of when you begin your way and at Edgewater Landing Pad. Well, not Edgewater Landing Pad, it's Edgewater City, which is crumbling and forgotten. This colony, it's not even clear. Is this the colony? It is just abandoned plant in the colony? Like, have no clue. But surprisingly, on the same planet there is also Roseway that's supposed to be abandoned but absolutely in a different spot. But have secret number 3, and there's Byzantium, the main and most prosperous city of this colony, with all their important persons. That's quite unusual. Apparently the planet is a big thing, so you can show a lot of things there, but kind of strange that if you have such prosperous places and absolutely shitty places that belong to the same people. I mean, if it would be some kind of different country, that would be the thing, probably, but like this it's strange. In any case, we go into Eridanus.
Captain, we've arrived in Eridanos.
No, good for us. Can't see much. My. Where did you came?
I know we got a murder to solve, but I say we take our time. Enjoy the hotel.
Oh yeah.
No one's allowed off the islands except us. The killer ain't going anywhere. Unless they jumped off the edge. And they got some way to fly. Huh. Didn't think about that.
Don't think too much. I guess he planned to enjoy his time in the hotel. Feels like someone else is coming. Am I tripping? I guess Mark's doing something. Oh, okay. Do I need anything to be fixed? Character. Yeah. Quite depleted on everything pretty much. Can show another portion. Okay, now we fixed. Oh, we're going to check the murder. Even loading screens different. And that's the place. Some 30 FPS, low resolution cutscene. Why? The first cutscene was very juicy and nice. But they made this one for whatever reason. Okay, the place is not that small. On the other hand, definitely much smaller than Monarch. But yes, such buildings are huge. It's some huge facility, yeah. But windows are damaged for whatever reason. You give me thought that either this is a place of a murder, or it's abandoned, or it's a hotel and they have some problems in one place. Some kind of a forestry place. Yeah, hard to say. Can't understand why they need some structures. So it doesn't give me a clue what is what here. And someday coming to me. Probably, if it's not just a patrol guard. Oh yeah.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Okay, so it happens in Grand Ballroom. Can you fill me in on the details of the murder?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Was she divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
So how'd she get so famous then?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
But I thought you worked for Slug, not Rita.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals.
Aww.
Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, your belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
Like the third and fourth variants are pretty much the same, but one of them is a knife. The fifth was quite honest, but actually not true, because I'm wearing what I actually bought and improved, so it's proper equipment. I guess each time I'm sleeping and changing underwear or something, so I would assume that I'm wearing not the same stuff. Well, maybe you should take that stupid hat off before you criticize my appearance.
Hey, this is a hotel-mandated piece of my uniform, and it's very official. Even if it is a bit stupid.
A bit?
Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Damn, this hat is actually incredibly stupid. Just see. I would assume that this is hotel. Then what is this? Huge factory or whatever that is.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
I sometimes also can't believe this. Well, that looks fancy. Despite the walls, they covered with some quite meh design.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Alright. Why is it don't have all the letters working? They surely have quite expensive establishment. But it doesn't even work correctly. Maybe it's intentional, but I doubt about it. Alright.
I can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
Get a hold of yourself. The administrator would never allow someone as dangerous as a dissident here. Eridanos is safe. This is all just a terrible coincidence.
Of course, you are absolutely right. I think the idea of a psychopath wandering among us is just making me nervous.
And she then looked at me. Well, hard to blame her. I mean, to see someone like this walking through these peaceful corridors, you'll have all their own ideas.
I'll bet you
Some
10
blade
bits
symbol.
this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
I wouldn't be so sure.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that...
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose.
They still didn't mention how exactly she was injured. So she was 9 in a pool of blood, and the first thought was, I wonder if she's drunk.
Hey, Byzantines and restraint aren't two words that often go together. Wouldn't be the first blood-soaked, unconscious party-goer I've come across. Anyway, I'm
That's
sure
gross.
you've got questions.
It's really gross. You want to give me more details on how you came across the body?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
That's too much of caffeine. Well, just in case. Did you kill Hannon? You could tell me if you could. If you did, it'll be our secret.
What? No! Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day.
Alright, any idea why Helen would have been in the ballroom after hours?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
That is actually possible, judging by what we've seen. Alright, back to other questions.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Did you see Hannon on the day of her death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body.
Not the body.
Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing?
Yes.
No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
I think we both know that you're itching to gossip.
Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
What's the deal with the profit of profitability? Should I guess?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
And why didn't Helen and the Prophet get along?
Far as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the Prophet was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more.
Alright.
I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
Reasonable. Okay, got any idea who might have wanted to do Henin?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Okay. I didn't know any others, so still could be useful.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. Oh dear. I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have a registered room key. If you've lost your key, why don't you pay the hotel concierge a visit? I'm sure she can get you a new one. Then you can come back, and I'll service all of your vertical needs.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Reckon you've got some more questions about the crime scene?
No. Am I missing something? Well, okay, concierge.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're
We're
never going to get a sequel to Terran Monarch.
Okay. Drop us away the things. I probably will need to buy some things here. Alright. 25 level armor. That's juicy, but that was me. But yeah, it's possible to buy the whole set here. This one 24 level. Okay. All the caffeine drinks. All the carbs and all the caffeine drinks. Cool.
Oh, come on.
Lunch.
Why is the lounge closed?
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
That's not how it works.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Damn this armor. They always can recognize me. Okay. You happen to have my room key?
Yes. I don't yet, but I will, Inspector, ma'am. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom.
Didn't say the grand ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Okay, that was helpful. Behind the elevators. Oh yeah.
Black hole birdies disappeared, you know. That
Yeah,
poor
that
fellow
looks
must be inconsolable.
different from ends apparently. Let's see.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Damn, your armor is disgrace. Why your armor is so in such a bad shape? It's absolutely insane. Well, yeah, she definitely know me. Well, let's keep the pleasantries. I am ready to begin my investigation.
I'm pleased to hear that. Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Yeah, not have enough science, damn it. What does this thing do exactly?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
So it's a magnifying glass.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay. Well, she's not really lying in a pool of blood, but yeah. Have some blood on her.
Go on, Inspector. Give the amplifier a try.
Actually, I wanted a word.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
So, tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
Our leading lady must have riled up someone. Her wounds from cranium to metatarsal are as follows. A blow to the head, severe enough to lacerate the flesh. Followed by a suite of plasma burns down the neck and back, signs of poisoning, evidence of inanition and desiccation, possible signs of jaundice, some shingles, one malformed toenail.
Let's stick to the most likely cause of death.
That's good advice. I'll just strike out malformed toenail as a possible cause of death. The short version is this. Helen was killed by poison, a blow to the head, and a plasma weapon. Possibly more.
So there is a chance that either somebody really wanted to be sure that she would die, or she crossed too many people because she was extremely popular. So she recently drank a poison, then gets smacked somewhere, and then gets shot, or was poisoned and then gets shot, fell down on the floor and hit the floor with her hand apparently. That could cause blunt trauma in addition. Definitely plasma weapon involved. Poison, well, unclear for now. Maybe she wanted to kill herself also. And so combined, but probably not. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. There was one other thing.
I am, of course, at your service.
I guess for now nothing. Right, let's see in this item. Discrepancy amplifier. Designed by Dr. Goodnight, the discrepancy amplifier is an inductive resonance simulator and computation device, fine-tuned to pick up discrepancies in the Eridan's atmospheric complex. The device requires the strong magnetic fields of the Eridan's complex and cannot function anywhere else in the colony. Okay. Well, let's take it.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
So we can talk.
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed to function as a helpful and perceptive aid to the enterprising inspector in the absence of a reliable deputy.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Okay, so he simulates everything. Now I know. Alright, let's get started. Tell me about this discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
That's ballroom. Anybody could go here. Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of this footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Okay, amplifier, can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
That was my first thought. Not about purpleberry orchards, but about some sort of a garden or forest. I guess location to the right. So, Helen must have been on the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Okay. Well, this device is okay.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
That might be important. Was she trying to spell the name of a killer?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
That is true. Maybe could stand for anything. But I doubt that she would write Spectrum Brown or anything. Isn't Black Hole Bertie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Blackhole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Just two of them then. Whatever is Burbage 3001. I'll make a note of this for night amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved complement. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. I guess. This device seems somewhat useful. Reasonable to look around first. With or without the thing. If it's brown, drink it down. Amazing motto. Yeah, she prepares for presentation and was killed right before. Which kinda would make sense that it would do someone who is opposing reason also produce some alcohol. B also might means not the killer, but someone who knows something. Can also mean that this brown vodka actually works as poison. That can be the poison in general. In case she gets shot by someone, that's for sure. Nothing around exits so far. Well, that is reasonable to look around.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Not sure what am I supposed to see on this thing. So far I don't see anything useful.
Damn, when was the last time I slept?
Hello. I hope you're enjoying your visit. Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
They all belong to Sunlight. So strange.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prize is supposed to be something
I'm
valuable.
so used to Sunlight to be just thugs and pirates, but okay.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Well, wanted to check if my room was ready yet.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby, and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that...
Whatever you believe.
My supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Okay. First of all, heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Well, this Bertie might know something. We've also got some kind of productivity guru here, right? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Helen's co-star, Woolrich. You have any reasons to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his.
But he didn't.
I'd bet
so
we're the
far.
only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it.
So I guess
Either
he
he's
don't
in
care about
denial,
this.
or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Did you notice anything about Hudson Hen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Okay. Did you ever see an active stranger? Probably not, but still.
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry? That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Or maybe somebody secretly came to her. And they need food during whatever they did. And she probably was afraid that somebody will find out about it. Okay, that's enough gossip for right now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
You sure they can try? Well, I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
I hope his beliefs make some reason. Have a good reason, I mean. Alright. Grand Colonial sure is Interesting. Any info about it?
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
That can be useful, actually. Okay. And there is anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
All for their health. No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
So there is the Rizzo's plant here, and there is sewers under it. Might be useful. You can honestly tell me there is nothing of interest in the entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Alright. What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Well, that's enough about the hotel.
If you're sure.
I'm quite sure. Alright, so most of the stuff on the first floor. And few first floors, pretty much 2 floors, as far as I understand.
Black hole bet.
Then it's going all the high rank guys, and on the very top, I guess the highest rank guys. Highest of the highest. Okay. I guess now I can use the elevator.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to visit the VIP guest room.
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
Oh, really?
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Very useful. What about penthouse suite?
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
The entire floor is pretty much mine. Interesting. And all the companions are here. Seems like.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
No, I guess. Information that they can surely live without. Oh, what the fucking mess. What the hell is this? Whose room is this?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What the hell is going on here?
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Somebody searched for something, found the weapon and grabbed it. Why would anybody do this? That's unclear. So was it her room? I would assume yes, but why I am in the same room? Did they prepare in my room? That's pretty much her room. Oh, okay. There's a bit of ammunition. I will not say no. So I guess the thing will warn me if it will find something around. Let's see. Personal terminal. Camera Bellamy. Okay, let's check messages that's still there. From Administrator Nadovika. Mrs. Hannon. Thank you for choosing the Eridan's atmospheric complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you align yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself. We are going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quinton Ludovico. Yeah, that's the guy that called me with this case originally. And representative of Rizzo. Okay, profitability. Disappointed. I guess profit of profitability. Henan, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audience with your masterly performances on the Etherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We both culture icons with the responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar, spearheading your project, how to motivate your workforce using ancient weaponry, as and I quote, non-essential vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting warrants. Expect to hear from my personal auditor soon. Sincerely, profitability PO. Money can buy heaven. Oh, yeah, that's advertising. I don't think that this is a murder because I don't know. It's not worth it for sure. King Cannon. Let's see. Free advice. Mrs. Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror of Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows where he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best Cedric. This kid might actually know something. Also, another B in this situation is Bellamy. Mrs. Bellamy, which is Helen. Okay, let's see. Deleted messages. Good to be a hacker. Decryption error, message corruption, memory corrupted, display recovered data. Know the truth, please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. Yeah, she surely tried to do something here specific. From a non-sub client. Let's see, that's all the message. That didn't help much, but yeah, this confirmed that something going on here and she was nervous. Just advisories. Your safety is your responsibilities. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of a beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for deaths of dismemberment that occurs on HUD grounds. Amazing. Well, I need to check the garden. But it was mentioned that I need access. And for that I need to call from the room. How can I call? That's the question.
I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice.
Okay. Whatever makes you fancy. Nobody cares about this anyway. Profit of Profitability Flyer. A flyer promoting productive therapy seminar with the non-profit of profitability Jasmine Neva at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. That's some serious stuff. Contact Administrator Ludovica.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
mean Ruth Bellamy. Hudson Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Well, yeah, they need to rename the product and redo it a bit, I guess. I get it. You don't want to be responsible for a drink that kills people.
I do not. Spacer's Choice has that market cornered. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end.
All right.
There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
Well, we don't know the motive for now. Well... So, he knocks his doors the moment an investigator arrives. That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Alright, I'll be back.
So this is what a clean room smells like.
I wouldn't call this room clean, actually. Also, to sniff it, you need to remove the helmet. It's awfully badly upkeep place, really. The cracked floor in like top-notch hotel. Why? Why not replace few tiles? So weird. Outside of it, actually not the worst kitchen even. Especially for local standards. Oh yeah, I don't need anything specific. But I need to check this part. That's what I need. I didn't check it. Don't see anything special here. I guess the thing actually will annoy me if it will notice something.
Serials are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Whatever you say. But yeah, surely you can use something like TV to manipulate people's thoughts and minds. Yeah, what the rock is here? Some cloth. Well, judging by the shoots, it's female one. Might be hers. Why so much mess here? I mean, it's possible that she was messy. But hard to say. There's really nothing here. Okay, then the cracked walls and everything. So massive for such a place, really. Why would she need this? I would assume that there was a man here. Would she have all the tools for shaving like this? Especially such old style tools. Oh well. Well, she surely met someone. That's why she needed all the additional food. But she wasn't shot here. She was shot in the bottom. Probably when she waited for someone.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
What's the options? Well, I'm just here to investigate, ma'am. I don't really care about the hotel room.
Ah, someone focused on their work. I can absolutely respect that. We're terror rays of a fin, Inspector. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
HUD options. Well, lobby please.
To the lobby we go!
Oh yeah. But that's my new ship pretty much. Well, I'm here at least. Yep, that should be the garden. Yep, exactly the garden. I personally don't like this place, visually. Especially with the sky, it's quite depressing without proper clear sky with the sun. Feels me. I don't know, maybe Avaira would be different, but still. Can this be the proper orchard? Oh, this one actually have clean floor. What the hell is going on? Where it's going on? Whoa. Damn, the thing tough. There's the president tough. What the hell happened? How did they get here? It's flying islands.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors to the dining room from its hinges?
What the hell happened here?
Whew! Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before. Is this ringing in your ears normal? The third variant is good. Well, you might want to see a doctor about that. That's more than a little disconcerting, since I maxed out my medical allotment this month. That's what I call my booze fund. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleak.
Maybe. Also, I can ask him why Raptidon's even here, because there is a good reason why he didn't shoot before, because usually there shouldn't be any threat here. Well, seems like it'd be a snug job to keep a horde of Raptidons from getting this far.
I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Ms. Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury pad.
Alright. Smuggers. How could they even come here? This place is tiny. Somebody brought them here. Don't see other explanation. But yeah, this thing cannot say anything unusual here. Is it sprints? For whatever reason they here. Even sprints, like, not much possibility to come here. Oof, that's the thing. Level 30. Yes, please. This is the armor. Oh yeah. The assault rifle. Here can be other things good. Oh yeah. For example, this night assault rifle already doing more damage than my current one. And can be upgraded further. Maybe reasonable to take. Try for a change. Should be faster shooting and I can upgrade it further. Why not? Pistol, yeah. I wish I would find vermin here. That would be awesome. Vermin pistol could be just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, okay. Got something. And another level up. How many level ups? Too many, I would say. Okay, what can I even think? Sprint and speed, I would say, don't need that much. Most running probably was on Monarch anyway. I guess armor penetration, even if when you're doing 120 damage by default, then Pinterest 10 additional armor, it's not a big deal really. Whenever you're affected by a harmful combat effect, you do increase damage. That's not the worst thing either. Speed, provides weapon damage. Radius of enemies, yeah. This is not the worst thing. How about executors? Any subsequent attack made on the same target. I mean, it's still kind of anti-boss thing, which is not the worst thing in general, but yeah, okay, let's take, I guess, armor penetration. That's something. Skills. Persuasion. Yeah. I kind of have quite high persuasion. I don't think that I need more right now. What I do need is actually skills of understanding things. Engineering, science, medical. Medical can be good. Medical in general good. Most effective duration targets plus 50%. Unlock the force drug mix and slot with inhaler. Damage bonus versus humans plus 20%. That's actually good also. Yeah, medicine sounds good. Also, medicine can help in investigations in general. Good stuff to have. Also, by lore, I'm a medic, so that makes total sense. Have it high. Looks like Ritza's warehouse of sorts. Don't see a reason to go there. But yeah, lockpicking always can be raised higher. Also important skill. Oh yeah, get the items. Well, this one, by the way, even without upgrading, magazine 30. DPS high apparently. Without any upgrades. Quite nice, quite nice. Yeah, I wish to have Vermin of 13 level. I have some hopes that I can get it, but no guarantees, yeah. It's such a literal upgrade, and I can give my old armor to one of the companions. Okay, let's see. So under this probably, what do we know? Productivity Queen. Yeah, I don't think that she is really connected, but I have a task connected to her. Need to find Dragids Growth of Profitability. She might know something, but most likely not. At least I don't expect. She might know some person that she noticed nearby. That's the best I can expect, I guess. I doubt that she is connected to murder. Head to the property orchards to begin an investigation regarding Hannah's recent activity. So I guess it's just on this, yeah, on this orchards part. There is one specific orchard that I need to visit. But on the way I can actually check everything around. What is what even? We have some combat robot actually. Oh yeah, more of the things. Might well find some better weapons here. Carbine Ultra. The fact that it's called Ultra and made by the same manufacturer kinda gives me a clue that heavy rifle, because this is assault rifle Ultra, it's only level 20. It probably will not be upgraded further, which is a bit of a disappointment. This carbine some cache, but I'm not a fan of this plasma guns. Actually can buy a lot of this stuff. Quite expensive actually. And also caffeine. Behave weird, but yeah, that's some kind of weaponry, armory, whatever. But yeah, how Raptinus could come here doesn't make any sense. Somebody dropped them, but how also? How can you bring them and release like this? So many questions.
I hope the murderer is caught soon.
We're in the middle of
of a lockdown, no one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Vargas. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want?
Who's Matthias?
An idiot. I suspect he's avoiding me, actually, which is the first smart thing he's done all month. Sorry, but do you need something? Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL.
A missing person? I'm Action Inspector. Could look into that for you.
If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is.
Yeah, he might be connected. Might be not. In any case, I could help. So, few days. Why do you wait until now to search for him?
It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep.
Maybe he has died from overdose or something. Or maybe actually involved in something. Or maybe fell down from one of the silence. Things might happen. Or being eaten by raptidons. These raptidons ran around like he could be eaten by them. Like it's also possible. Alright, I will look into it. What do I need to know?
The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Alright, I'll get on that. Wilderness checkpoint, wherever that is. Hotel to Wilderness. That maybe? I guess I need to check this part first. I don't trust such bridges. I don't trust them at all. How things even work. Just holding there by some weird engines and this seems to be damaged, or maybe it's normal, I don't know. Quite a strange place to be. Oh yeah, somebody eaten by raptidons. That looks like an anomaly, alright. Yo, Dugga, are you a friend here?
Timeline description.
I'll say it. Answer my question. Marauders? Why? They're extremely tough in comparison with one to Monarch.
Come out and play. Careful, I'll find you.
Damn, the thing is so inaccurate. Also debuffed. Yeah, they're much tougher. I might even need to upgrade this weapon. Only too many times by cannons, you get the jitters every time one's attacking, making it less effective. No thanks, I don't need more perks anyway. So how did Marauders land here and nobody even knows about that? Oh yeah, yes please, Vermin 2. Yes, damn please. That's so good. Because they're so tough. This thing maybe can kill him. But yeah, standards won't have no chance. 295 and can be upgraded further. The question is how far it can be upgraded. But surely can be. I hope it's more than 30 levels because I'm really coming to the 30 and I'm still in the middle of the first DLC and there's also second DLC. So yeah. Would be nice to actually have something further. And maybe there will be something, who knows. Merman 2, maybe it will be on Merman 3.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Sure. Should give some of those new weapons to the crew members. Okay, so this is one of the guards killed here. Let's see.
The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
Unbelievably effective tool. I wouldn't ever thought about this. Okay, let's check the pockets. Find 3 bits and half it and Rizzo's purple berry crunch. At least he'll have this world happier, I guess. Well, press F to pay respects. I mean, press 1, but in any case. It's funny how this kind of anomalous making noises even though they can. I guess this is the ships that arrived here with marauders. They were so stuffed there if you think about this. Perhaps you've seen only how like solo persons flying through this, but they fly with like 4 people and 2 dogs. That's insane. Why there is no dual wielding for pistols? That would be cool. Okay, I should steal items here. Well, not really stealing, at the same time they belong to someone. Some booze. Yeah, I guess it's one of the guards just found a place to sit. On the other hand, he wasn't one of the slugs. What the Rukus? Plasma rifle 3. Water pistol 3. That's some modern things. Okay, I guess nobody cares here anyway. I'll take it as a payment for eliminating the thread. Oh yeah, time to modify things. So I just upgraded the previous plasma gun on Monarch and almost didn't use it pretty much. But this one, look at the damage, up to 700. Oof. Level 36. Levels of weapons definitely going up to 40 at least. Good, this means that I can tinker everything. This one even pristine. If there is any point of pristine, I guess I need to sell better. Alright, armor. Let's tinker everything. Yes, let's improve it. Can improve it in 31 level. Understandably so. But yeah, still, 89 armor. That's a good one. Guns. Can I improve this? Amplifier actually can do some damage. 5 damage. I guess I better not use it as a damage thing. Yeah, assault rifle. Sure, they should improve at least first few times. I don't like this one really. It doesn't sound that nice and doesn't look nice, but there are only 2 assault rifles in game. Not much of a choice. It's also very inaccurate. Oh yeah, the vermin. 321. Almost twice the damage of previous model, even if it was quite upgraded. Then not much more reason to sink more in this gun. I will change it eventually. And no reason to pay for the helmet so much. Repairment. Oh yeah, also tinkering. The plasma gun. Oh, I can actually tinker it possibly at 36 level. It's quite a miracle that I am allowed to find it and use it here. I guess I will stay here for some levels. Let's modify things. So, vermin. Ranged weapon spread minus ranged weapon sway. It doesn't have any of these issues really. Physical damage, yeah. Barrel. Chunk. Magazine size, corrosion, plasma. Like, doesn't really make much sense to have double clip, but okay, it will be a special one, I guess. Oh, I can even attach scope to this one. That's funny. Jira's side. It doesn't even change anything. This modification is an internal gyroscope to dampen movement, allowing more accurate shots. I mean, it doesn't spread anything. This pistol very accurate. Like, absolutely accurate, I would say. This one could be modified for accuracy, for sure. Okay, yeah, spread and sway. I guess I can modify this. If anything, I can give it to one of the team members eventually. Magazine size. And weapon spread. Okay. Modified. And plasma rifle. This plasma rifle, oh yeah. Critical damage. Don't have any spread anyway. And let's turn it into shock damage, I guess. Proper anti-robot weapon, which also doing so much damage that can be useful versus anything else as well. Don't have any weapon spread really. This pistol also doing also quite good damage, but these teal weapons, I don't like them. Alright. With this weapon using light ammo and doing almost twice the damage of light machine gun, I would say that machine gun is now outdated, so I can take this weapon instead. With pistol, assault rifle. Oh yeah, so this thing ain't that kilometer after all. But not to the pistol. Well, okay. I can understand that I need to shoot in the middle anyway. Even without interface. Actually, maybe should be some symbols here of the thing, but I can't see them anyway. It's very strange that they didn't made them part of the hunt instead of part of the actual scope. Character complex maintenance terminal keycard. Not sure for what reason I would need it, but might be a reason.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Really? Inside? Don't see anything. Ooh, light machine gun 3. Let's see. 117. Well, actually a bit questionable. This assault rifle doing not much worse of a damage really. I mean, doing better damage. What's the point of using machine gun? I mean, bigger magazine, but that's only it. Because the damage pretty much same. Stagger effect. Hard to say really. Not much reason. Assault rifle is more accurate anyway. What the hell is this one?
Hey, Crew C. It's Amelia. Evan must have gotten into the Spectrum in these crates. Listen to this. Come out! Come out to play! Wow, he's having a grand old time. I'm gonna take him to A2 under the hotel so he can sleep it off. I'll meet you back at the orchard straight after. See you soon. Evan, come on, you slackwit.
Might be connected, might be not. Hard to say. So then, yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's even Amelia still. Even must go into the Spectrum discretes. Okay. No, that doesn't matter for now. What are the things detects? Yeah, it's kinda growing. Oh yeah, there's something on top. How am I supposed to see it even? Oh yeah, there is a corpse here. see how to get there. Just run.
Timeline discrepancy detected
Oof.
nearby.
That's surely some discrepancy. Okay,
This card
surprise me.
also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
I assumed that much, judging by the axe. Well, press 1 to pay respect. Don't need this ammunition anymore. Tremor, cleaver, hyper. That sounds like something special. But no, it's actually an average axe. Oh, just a high level. But yeah, that's very juicy that I can get some new weapons here. Yeah, I guess I can use all the ammunition. Okay, nothing else here. Music reminds me of Elder Scrolls series. Yes, the president is fine. The problem with marauders was only on the way. Which makes this place hardly possible to arrive to. This one. Oh, the other.
Well,
Oh,
it's
what the
Rizzo's.
hell?
Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer. Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
What the hell is going on here? What the hell is this thing attached? That's an old name is on your neck.
Oh, that? I call it my little passenger. I don't know why. The name just appeared in my head when this thing showed up on my neck.
Don't move, I'll try and cut it off of you.
Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you! Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I just felt this urge to protect my little passenger, even if it means hurting you.
Okay, so these things can control, but not absolutely at the same time. That's not normal behavior. How long have you been like this?
Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happier and happier. I really can't imagine life without my little passenger.
So the things boost the hormones. Why did you find this little passenger?
I don't know. It just appeared one day. I guess I just picked it up while working in the orchards. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. So I don't worry about it.
Amazing. Can we change the topic?
Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Okay. Anything you can tell me about the orchards?
I'm so glad you asked. The orchards are my third favorite subject, with my first being Rizzo's refreshing drinks and my second being Rizzo's toothsome confectionaries. Our orchards are the source of 63% of Rizzo's total produce, which correlates to 112% of fresh goods throughout all of Halcyon. Give or take a few percent, of course. If you want to know more about each part of the orchards, might I recommend one of our fantastic tours? One of our options is even audio guided as a special bonus feature.
I might be interested in hearing more about the others.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Our tours are my fourth favorite subject. Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. Buy a tour ticket and anoint yourself with knowledge.
So Rizzo's really pushes the hard sell, huh?
Huh? Oh no, Rizzo's doesn't make me recommend the tour. Helping customers just makes me even happier than I already am. And that's saying a lot. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. Now I'd be pleased as punch to sell you a tour ticket.
I would say she's totally on her place. What are my options?
We have 3 tour options. Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket. Each option is wonderful in its own special way. Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat Petting Zoo. Premium Plus comes with the novelty Purpleberry and Amber, and the golden ticket is audio-guided in addition to being self-guided.
Well, I can buy a ticket, I suppose.
Which kind would you like?
How about golden ticket?
You're in luck. We have one left. Normally they're 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything else, I can give it to you for just 90. How does that sound?
Sounds absolutely amazing. I take it.
That's great. Thank you so much.
So... It so happened that Hudson Helen was in the orchards before she died. Have you seen her?
No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable man, as it so happens. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of tossball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but virile, too. Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Maybe I'll strike up a little more than conversation the next time he comes by.
Okay, so Bertie still connected. Still also we have this bee. And at the same time, a big guy tossball player, which might explain some blunt trauma, but not necessary. You do know Bert is the suspect in Hannah's murder investigation, right?
Oh my! Birdie, a murderer? Well, everyone has their flaws. I'll be sure not to bring it up on our first date.
Aren't you a positive one? Okay, watch this scene. A lot of ramen something, okay. Well, she have a lot of caffeine milk. Coffee with milk? Yes, please.
Our alcohol stocks are larger than ever. And a good thing too, because I just can't seem to stop myself from getting into them. Our products are just that good.
Okay. That's funny and disturbing at the same time. Yeah, more coffee and drinks. Even more coffee and drinks and things. Okay. Here's some low-level armor. For whatever reason. In special mods. Post-armor damage dealt. A scope. Send improves the damage on this weapon modification enables the ammunition receiver to stamp a small-shaped charge warhead on the nose of each bullet fired. On a penetration impact, it explodes into the interior of a target. Sounds good in general. At the same time... yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, also. Well, it doesn't sound bad in general. I would say I should take one. Also, can I sell something that I don't need? Special science weapons, whatever. I don't need them. Old plasma gun, maybe I'll give it to someone. Though better give a pistol, definitely will do more damage. Yeah, that's my old rifle. Can be given to someone. Old machine gun doesn't make much sense. I have a newer version. And giving it to someone doesn't make much sense as well. Oh, that's my old one. 26 level. No, can be given to someone.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
What's going on here?
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, you had to make it personal. You really had to bust my Insta coffee maker too?
The nerve!
Hold that asinine thought. Who is this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this lass. I think it's mightily more likely that she's under your payroll. You'd have burned down what you haven't already.
I am not under anyone's payroll, which is not to say I can be.
I see. Just a visitor then. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not everyone's abandoned your orchards.
Well, shame that you're trying to change that. Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some trouble here of late.
I can tell.
Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual, at least. Something I can do for you?
Well, I overheard a bit you mentioned sabotage. What's going on here?
Yeah. Just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchard subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean.
I could actually figure out what's really going on.
Thank the law, some good news. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation room.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
No, this guy from Sunlight at the same time, not necessarily a bad one.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
I'm still looking, let's say.
At the moment, I can't do a whole lot with this vulture hanging over my shoulder.
I need answers.
I suppose you may as well take your time.
Really now? I consider myself more of a watch canid, here to make sure you don't try to run off without paying us.
There's something else you need to know?
So, any leads on the nursery?
Got a lot of dead saplings that'll cost us a lot of bits. I got a feeling someone poisoned them somehow.
Can be connected to poison of the victim? What happened to the exterminator on the Mech Depot?
The mechanicals were hacked. They're pretty much running amok. If you could keep from destroying too many, I'd be obliged. Would save us a lot. That said, you might want to be careful. Those things are built to take on Waspkitos, and Waspkitos are generally tougher to kill than people. Just something to keep in mind.
What an amazing place. Why do they have all these dangerous things here? Doesn't make sense. This place is just flying in the middle of nowhere. Just clean it once, remove all the shit. It shouldn't even appear in the first place because people just brought and built it here. It should be absolutely safe and empty from all this stuff. So confusing. Okay, something in particular to look out for in the processing control room?
The tower processing console is completely fried. Whoever took it out must have used some kind of explosive.
That's actually all sound exactly like a sort of a sabotage or attempt to do, well, a definite attempt to do something intentionally. Somebody came here, hacked the system, exploded the place, poisoned the plants, made some ruckus. I'm surprised there is still somebody there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
You mean that corpse lying around? No, it doesn't mean the corpse. The noise is kind of coming from this direction. Oh yeah, I'm blind. Not everything emanating the glow.
These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed in the Grand Ballroom. There is a 110% chance with a 10% margin of error that they were left by Ruth Bellamy, the actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Well, let's examine the footprint depth and spacing. The spacing between each footsteps is short, and the imprint in the dirt deep, as if determined. It would appear that Helen was in a hurry. Okay. What about the corpse, though? It's surely an anomaly. Effusive host. What about this one? This one's still a knife.
Lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
That can wait.
Well, sweet hello there, valued visitor. I
It's
am
creepy as
sure
hell.
sorry to break it to you, but our orchards are closed to all officially guided tours at this precise moment in time. Rizzo's does beseech you to please purchase one of our self-guided options if you're wishing to join one of our rejuvenative, relaxing, reformatory tours. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste testing for an extra 35 bits a ticket.
Well, okay, how did I talk to the girl before so I understand how it works? I got a third ticket already, but tell me more about the orchards.
An excellent decision you most certainly won't have cause to regret. Now, presently, you're standing smack dab in the pride and joy of Rizzo's nearly natural product development sector. We call this fecund landscape the Purple Berry Orchards, since that's our main crop. But we also sow and grow mock apples, nanners, pea-free nuts, tarmac, and more.
That's
Of
actually
course,
important
tours
information.
of any excess level must be suspended during a scheduled pollinization cycle. Our wasp-mosquitoes are quite territorial and have been known to sting both workers and visitors alike.
Why not to exterminate them? Okay, so the main thing that this place is not just a place to visit for hotel guests, it's actually their plant, an important one. The main products that they're using for their, well, products that they're making. Which means that we're dealing with actually sabotage. Somebody killed the main representative for new product, that should be an important one. Plus, sabotage the place of production. So I would say some other corporations involved. Maybe with some light involvement as well. So, pollinization, mosquitoes, what the hell is going on?
Pollinization by killer wasp-mosquitoes, indeedy. It's cutting-edge Rizzo's technology. But don't you worry, valued visitor. Our pollinization cycles only run when the orchards are empty, for safety reasons. When a pollinization cycle finishes or is aborted, all wasp-mosquitoes are biologically programmed to return to the hive, their holding pen. Of course, the very last thing Rizzo's would want is a beloved tourist bumbling into the hive and triggering an unscheduled cycle. So you'd best steer clear of it for safety. You'll know the hive by its big, glimmering electric fencing.
So I should stay away from it. Alright. So, are you the groundskeeper?
Yes, indeedy. I've got the wondrous honor of having just been promoted to third keeper of the grounds after the last one disappeared on the job. Gosh, I guess about a week ago now? Before my morning clock-in last Sunday, I was but a lowly nanner peeler picker on the line shift. Now I'm responsible for growing every twig and berry on this vast swath of fertile land.
And you don't find it suspicious that the last groundskeeper went missing unexpectedly?
Heaven sweet, no. It's not like he was murdered. He simply disappeared without a trace and hasn't been heard from since. And the
Simply.
groundkeeper before that one? Well, she wasn't missing at all. Her body was found near hive control, covered head to toe in thousands of welds. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job.
Well, on the last one I can agree. On the other hand, somebody could bring this person to the place that might become deadly. So actually still can be murder. Shouldn't you be more worried for your well-being? Seems like groundskeepers don't last long around here.
Why would I? I am daily filled with bursting happiness by bringing to fruition my life's purpose. This job is a blessing. In fact, I can't say I've ever been merrier in my whole life. I reckon you could talk to my supervisor, the overseeing orchardist. He would know more. I used to ask questions, but gee, I just don't feel the urge to anymore.
Alright, enough about the orchard.
Gosh and goody gumdrops, but I could talk about the orchards till my lips fell off. Instead, let's talk about whatever interests you, because that's what interests me, too.
I wonder why. I'm actually on an investigation.
What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you?
That's right. Inspector Avaira, here to inspect the health and safety of your crops.
Oh, drat. This distresses me, and I do not like feeling cross. I warned the orchardist this could happen when we halted our monthly bribe to Slug. They were always a reliable go-between, regarding inspections before now. So, what might you be looking to find out, Ms. Inspector?
Let me think. Well, the overseeing orchardist already told me all about Riza's relationship with Snag.
Did he now? That sounds about right. He has been mightily outspoken in his disdain for Slug in recent months. The overseeing orchardist had the last groundskeeper deliver a contract termination in the place of our regular payment. Rizzo's decided we don't need their services anymore. See, with our new morale-boosting medical treatments, our employees are much more productive. No need for unsightly intimidation tactics.
And what exactly is this medical treatment?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all that. You understand, I'm sure.
Seen any murder weapon lying around by chance? Like bottle of poison, a smoking laser pistol, bloodied blunt force object?
Can't say that I have. We use bad batches of liquor for our pesticides. Only the exterminator mechanicals are armed around here. And I haven't seen any bloody objects aside from the usual pair of gardening shears. Unless, that is, Miss Helen was also stung to death by pollinization mosquitoes? She wasn't, was she? That would be a mighty wretched way to go.
That could in theory explain poisoning, but at the same time, the medic didn't find anything like this. Yeah, I'm looking to trace Hudson's Hand's footsteps through the orchards.
Well, you are in luck. She passed right by here the other day.
Okay.
I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was showing her the way to the RR and DD labs. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head researcher on the Spectrum product line outside of her lab hours. Unless, of course, it had to do with the new product unveiling.
That is actually possible. Helen was a spokeswoman for Spectrum Brown's ad campaign.
That's right. She was. She sure made for some lovely adverts. Maybe it might have involved an issue with the launch batch then? I can't rightly say.
Launch batch?
All I know is one of our certified tour guides could have given her a much more comprehensive tour of the grounds were that her interest.
Well, I think I've heard enough.
Of course.
Are you sure you're okay? You're like excessively happy, huh?
Why, you say that as if it's a bad thing. I am quite overcome with happiness, indeed. You won't find a Rizzo's worker in all of Danos who isn't 100% thrilled in their day-to-day existence. It's part of our brand manifesto.
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
I am so glad you agree. At Rizzo's, we encourage our employees to view customers in the same way they would a board-approved social acquaintance. Which means it is my pleasure to spend time with you even when I am not being paid to do so. Isn't that nice? I certainly think so. And you know what never fails to bring a smile to my face? The breathtaking tours we offer throughout the orchards. Seasonally available for purchase in the Nut Hut.
Yeah, good luck.
I can't stop you from poking around, but do be mindful of our pollinization hive. Mosquitoes tend towards aggressive at the best of times. There's a reason why we keep them behind an electric fence, you know.
Sure, let's keep them for now away. Okay, that's interesting. That was a bit too much of information. That's one of the killer robots, I suppose. Okay, what do we know actually? That was so much information. Okay, what about this? Oh, that's different. So Amina still escorts an event to room A2 in the lower levels of the Grand Colonial Hotel to sleep off whatever was affecting him. Yeah, that I can check later. So yeah, what's going on here? David Hathaway, the overseeing orchardist of the Purple Berry Orchards, believes Snug is sabotaging orchard operations due to a dispute over protection payments to Snug. Until the cause of each mishap has been fully investigated, he refused to come to any sort of deal with Snug. I suspect it's not them, but might be involved as well, yeah. So I need to investigate the dead saplings. I believe that Slug poisoned the purple berry sapling in the nursery. The orchard's tower processing console has been destroyed. Inspecting should give you an idea of how it met its end. According to the overseeing orchardist, Snug caused a number of exterminator automechanicals to run amok. He wants them shut down, but you could always just destroy them. So he would prefer to not destroy them. Okay. Alright, that I would say should be prioritized for now. While I'm in this garden, we should avoid robots.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh yeah, this one. More footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Let's go in this direction, and there's something further.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
That led me further.
Did I hear something? Maybe.
He's overexcited, I would say. They're insanely tough. And insanely deadly, huh?
That really bums me out.
What the hell is going on? Hey, mighty creature. That's really not normal. That's insane. In those ways. Another one. Let's see what we did here. I suspect that they're very high level because they're extremely tough. Like much tougher than anything else before. Might be connected also to the fact that they zombified of sorts. Okay, let's see. Level, what should I think? Still need more lockpick, seems like. Get access everywhere. That surprisingly can be quite tough often. Textures are fine. I mean, this place specifically colorized and painted in colors of the corporation. This corporation have exactly this weird, bizarre palette. Okay, faithful to them. Unclear where is what. I should avoid electrical fence, that's for sure. So she went there. That's what I know. You can investigate it in combination. Let's see. Whatever that place is.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So she went there. Also primals walking here. Nobody mentioned primals here. With this level they're probably extremely deadly, yeah? Something like that killed. Alright, let's see.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
She went there. That I know. Well, I would say I need first to fix the situation here in this place. Nobody cares about all those items. Oh yeah. You can see some shadow right there. And another one of those puking guys, I suppose. Judging by his weird behavior. At the same time, maybe reasonable to actually follow the footprints while I can.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
So she've been inside and then left the place. Are you friendly?
Hey, what are you doing in here? Are you authorized to be in the conservatory? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Are you my ex-wife? No, she fell off the side of Eridanos under mysterious circumstances 6 years ago, conveniently rendering our marriage contract null. You must be the new, groundskeeper? That can't be it either, seeing how the new one hasn't died yet. Just who are you?
What an amazing guy. And probably heavily drunk. I can terrify him with his ex-wife. That's a hard question to answer. Who am I really? Who are any of us?
Merciful law, that sounds like a lot of philosophism, which is highly outlawed throughout Halcyon. But I won't report you, considering how heavily armed you are.
You better not.
Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes a body forget how stiff he gets, bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
So, did Hudson Helen come through here?
Indeed. Tromped in and out of the conservatory with no heed for anyone else. Good thing none of my charges were damaged. Starlet or not, I would have had a harsh word for her. I heard she pushed her way into a tour of the RR&DD labs not soon after. She's just a serial actress. Yet she acts like she's deserved of the same access as a co-CEO. Well, she's not going anywhere ever again. Which is a shame, of course. Taken too soon and all.
So she demanded the highest access to this facility. Well, I guess to get to the most sensitive parts of it, I would assume. Okay, so you're a botanist, right? What do you do for reasons?
I sit inside and I look at plants. Goal is usually to make Rizzo's fruit products hardier and sweeter, but for every success, there are a couple of hundred failures. Example, tried breeding native Tripicale with a foreign strain. Would have called it Hexticale. In the end, it bred so fast, workers were swallowed up before they could harvest it. That one, I think, can be attributed to the Waspitos. Some lament their irritability, but their productivity is unmatched. What's a few dead workers in the architect's designs?
No, that's still dead workers, and they're not happy about this. Mosquitoes are those angry fan bugs, right?
You say angry. I say efficient. Not only can our Waspitos defend themselves, but Rizzo's investments as well.
How can
They come through the orchards only during pollination cycles, as dictated by our hive control operators, which means that visitors usually aren't on the receiving ends of their stingers.
Usually. Not always. Yeah, somebody could release them in theory, or if something will go wrong. If the things are so dangerous, why are they pollinizing the orchards?
Waspitos only pose a danger to enemies of Rizzo's and the occasional clumsy worker. Those risks are well worth it when you consider their value as a self-protecting investment. Besides, they aren't as dangerous as they seem, unless you're caught outside during a pollination cycle. Then you'll probably get stung to death. Even then, the Hive Control Emergency Recall System ensures that only a handful of workers will die in the event of a breach. Rizzo's has just about thought of it all.
Aren't this amazing? Okay, can't ask him about this local parasites and plants, but okay. So yeah, somebody could actually release this wasp kittens to kill somebody.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, that's footprints.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging
Unbroken
to the
drone.
deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Alright, she went further. Wherever that leads. There are also a lot of different anomalies, which are pretty much dead robots. There are footprints there. They've been everywhere for whatever reason. Or at least somebody who pretends to be here.
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging
And
to
that
the
host.
deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. So she need to fight these things.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I would say that's how she could get blunt trauma. She needed to do something here. Was attacked by the workers and the drones. Maybe she just came the wrong moment. Maybe she caused this and got traumatized on the way back. Hard to say. There's a footprints showing exact direction where she went.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah. There are a lot of the things. They'll get it around whatever that is. If I'll trigger them, I'm not sure that they will survive. That's a lot of them. Using mosquitoes in theory could work. And I don't know what this facility is. There is also a robot on the way. I would assume she maybe went down inside. Or maybe she went further. What's here? Oh yeah, that should be connected to robots and maybe I can reprogram them. Oof. I actually can hack it. Okay. Let's see. Official office to the keeper of the grounds. Recall exterminator automax that can't be done? Yeah, let's recall them. Recall exterminator automechanical units now. These robots shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm recalling them, the question is... Are they coming here? Are they hostile on the way? This one went somewhere. Okay, hard to say. This is user logs. Last user, Summer Anna. Occupation turn. Activity exterminator automechanical target, set and reset, success. User recording. Finally you darn thing. Now, how do I... Exterminator Auto-mechanical target priority spreads. Failed. Invalid parameter. Spreads. Okay. Oh, come on now. Work with me here. Exterminator auto-mechanical target priority. Primals. Failed. Invalid parameter. User recording. Expletive detective. Deleted. The thing. I'll figure this out later. No target priority set in 10 minutes. Auto defaulting to all. Oh, that's what happened. So somebody wanted to exterminate spreads and primals, but didn't know how to write this properly or say properly, and the thing didn't understand it. And without target it just choose all, so it's not even a sabotage in this case. It's just idiocy. Okay. Reduce productivity report. Yields up by 0.03%. Conclusion: the new fertilizer import from Edgewater is working wonders. Sure. Personal files. Archived entries. Entry new life. 2 bits deducted from user wages. Open log. I always dreamed of living on Eridanus, but the science types always said it was impossible. The gravity will crush your bones. There is no breathable atmosphere, blah blah blah. Well, that's why I've got this new groundkeeper position. And they're stuck on Terra 2. When the execs are looking to promote somebody, they don't look at the doubters. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. This whole place is automated. Not only do I get a promotion, I also get to work less. All I need to do is make my way to the hive every so often to set the pollination cycles. Aside from that, just keeping the local spreads from eating all the purple berries. Things are looking damn fine for Sandra Cullen. So that was Sandra. Hate this place. Well, Sandra bid the big one. Company policy says, due to our marriage contract, I've got to take her position now. Something about discouraging workers from dying on the job. So here I am. So Sandra died, and that's somebody who came instead. Seeing her body once, they got the mosquitoes to stop stinging. It ain't been great for my entomophobia. Thinking maybe I grab a few spectrums and find somewhere to hole up until the exact thing I've left or dead or something. Thought about the Properberry puzzle hedges, but I've seen a lot of people go in, and not a lot of people come out. No clue what might be lurking there. I wish it would stay on Terra 2. Some jerk. Strange day today. Left the shack only to find a fellow I'd never seen before standing out front. Had his hands deep in his pockets and was looking at me with an odd, hungry kind of expression. Said he either was a slug or worked for one, which caused me no small amount of confusion. Didn't have time to ask for clarification because he immediately started asking me for donations to keep the orchards running. First time I'd seen a conman try to convince a shopkeep that he is actually the one minding the store. I didn't need saying, but I took my claw rake and chased him off. Here's hoping I don't hear from that loon again. Hold on. So Pecan's still staying here. Oh, meanwhile bots mostly return, but that's the flying bots, not walking ones. I guess walking ones went to the other place, but okay, at least one problem less. I didn't need to exterminate them.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Are you a friendly robot? Yeah, he seems friendly. Okay. He's so excited.
What could that have been?
Feels like he noticed me.
Don't you frown at me!
They ain't saying it tough. And I'm debuffed. I'm so fucked.
Wanted to make you smile.
What the hell is this big slug? That's something new. I guess it's one of those parasites, but grab. Threatened host. Oh, actually they covered with parasites. With tiny snacks, and they all gathered here, so I would assume that the source of this mess is somewhere there. what these slugs are. What about I will try some different weapon? Oh, it surely killed the slug. It actually doesn't work too bad.
What could that have been?
Actually, that worked mostly fine. It definitely will puke at me. Actually, this gun is not bad versus this. Yeah, that's some sort of parasites that can turn their hosts. And when there are too many of them, they go and full crazy. But with just one of them, I met two workers. They just extremely happy with whatever they're doing. They're extremely happy until you tell them to remove the parasite. Then they become agitated. But okay, I can deal with the things. I thought that I will be heavily overrun. Parasite spawning. Parasite jelly. Do not use the jelly to make a sandwich. In fact, do not use the jelly at all. Mexican gland. This internal organ from parasite is extremely poisonous. One question is, why did you remove this gland? A better question is, why are you keeping it? By the way, it's dripping. Yeah, that's quite gross. But it cost almost $40, you know? And there are primals also here. Partly exterminated, but this one, for example, chilling here fine. The robot fully ignore him. Oh, that one is not dead. This gun actually not bad. Not bad at all. This gun is amazing. I expected I would need to shoot like 4 or 5 times at least each. Pretty much two-shot everything. Apart on full charge only, but that's quite good already. They all have alcohol. Drunk hunter, drunk. So it's some primals that somehow managed to drink alcohol and became drunk and ran around messing with people.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
By messing with people, I mean killing people. This guy was full drunk, seems like, and got clapped in the process.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Drunk primal brain. Drink a brain of an inebriated primal. There is no need to add fixative to this brain to keep it from decaying. It's already prefigured.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh really? Don't tell me that was the reason why she was here. The shaft of the tossball stink. It's bent and cracked. Exceeding tossball regulation requirements. The end of the tossball stick.
Bits of wicker detected, embedded within the chunks of dark matter. Wicker is not a known ingredient of the dark matter product.
Examine the end of the stick. It looks as if someone used this tossball stick to completely obliterate picnic basket. Maybe it's some kind of upper class mating ritual. Or maybe there were parasites inside. That's possible.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick in two are the dedicated hackers, like Black Hole Birdie. Whatever Ms. Ruth Bellamy must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Whatever happens here, some emotions were certainly running hot. Okay, so as my suspect pretty much confirmed, so they went together here. There's nobody seen him with her, so it might be connected to someone else. This Bertie might be now either try to kill a parasite or got parasite and now controlled and hostile to others. RNDD NAV security access card. Yeah, this is exactly the level that she got. The Hanan. Use the keycard for the research and development district labs. If you are reading this warning anywhere other than the RNDD labs, please return it to our RNDD labs for any of an only moderate extreme pay deduction and a mild reduction of working fingers. Okay. I would say fine by me. So that was some sort of a date. Planned, at least originally as a date. But I don't see any footprints around here. So he was here, sure. But actually not necessarily was here. We both could be at the same place and somewhat similar time. Which not necessarily connect to one another. That's a plasma rifle. I will not say no. I do not work for them here. They better be damn grateful. But yeah, this place is quite densely stuffed with dangers. This guy's here. I suspect that they be saving anyway. Damn, this one tough. I'm not so sure. We can be friends. Not like this, that's for sure. Yeah, this guy is covered with parasites. What is the source of these parasites? I need to find it and exterminate. Wherever that is. So many drones here. But they should be friendly, because I disabled those drones. At least I switched their targets. Yep, not friends at all. Faithful to theories is an old fashion. Yeah, that's the name of a quest. It doesn't explain where is what. I would say this is probably exactly electrical barrier. Or not? Hard to say. Yeah, that's maybe connected to this wasp kitters. Let's check the footprints where they need.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
That might be the poison thing.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the Orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards.
That's possible that this one was used to poison the plants. Also could be just an accident. Discrepancy amplifier, where these canisters are usually kept.
These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
Somebody was in nursery. There was something happened here, so somebody got a canister here. And brought it here for whatever reason. Initiate a deeper chemical analysis.
Chemical makeup of substance. 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
That's... okay, I guess. Well, yes, somebody intentionally or not, but poisons the grounds. Could be a robot dropped this stuff, but no. Something happened in this nursery recently. So somebody grabbed these canisters probably. Could be more of them lying around. Somebody also clubbed the robots here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
The question is why sometimes I can see footprints, sometimes I cannot see them at all. Think he'll track them further? No, doesn't seem like it. What's left? About this? Kinda hacking tools.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Some light tank.
Congratulations, Inspector.
Yeah.
You discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Okay. Could it be that Subway attack fought the robots? Possible, because robots attacked everyone. So it's doesn't mean much really. Yeah, this robots just gardeners, they're not combat ones. Can this be... what is this one? Oh, there. Okay. They have snacks hidden everywhere on this part. Oh, can this summon anomalous feather? Oh, it's probably just footprints, but let's check on it. Didn't have time during combat. Yeah.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more
Just
footprints
footprints.
belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon. Congratulations, Inspector.
Yeah.
You've discovered more footprints.
Quite annoying
belonging
that
to
he's
the
saying this
deceased
phrase all
actress
the
known
time.
as Halcyon Helen. Congratulations,
And nothing else I can
Inspector.
find here.
You've
So far.
discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased
Okay, she
actress
definitely
known
went in
as
that direction.
Halcyon Helen.
I can continue to pursue it, maybe to make it more clear for me what's going on exactly here. Oh yeah, I'm debuffed. But yeah, as much as this pistol is amazing in general, versus this extremely tough parasite covered things, this pistol doesn't work that great. Probably works decent versus primals. Yeah, that should be wasp kitters. Probably, yeah, the holders for them. The groundskeeper mentioned just don't come through this electrical fence. Yes, unauthorized personnel may be killed at their own expense. Yeah, kinda dangerous to come here, but the electricity doesn't work here. For whatever reason, somebody keeping it open. Somebody did something. Okay, sealed. Missing the traces. She seems like went here, but I don't see anything here. Except for the snacks. Okay. Damn, I missed. Yeah, this gun works much better than standard assault rifle. Feels like on the shock stopping them, well, physical damage, they just ignore it, as long as they can move. I guess because of the parasite. Oh, this is a DLC with separate occasion where I need to investigate the murder of a famous actress. And it seems like she was involved in many places here. In general, the whole place seems like a facility for production of one of the biggest corporations with resources. Don't have a key or anything to get there. Might well find it somewhere else. The problem is that the key will not even work, because nowhere to apply. Yeah, maybe it's open during this cleaning time. Okay. One thing is apparent, no footprints or anything here. So this actually, I probably should check everything around. I need to find this nursery and other things. Like, what about this place? There's a worker here. Looks like still somewhat adequate one. Are you okay? Oh yeah, he looks very happy with his parasite.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
Oh yeah, what about you?
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's a decent fellow. I know he cares.
He sure cares, buddy. He surely cares. This is just place for workers, I would assume. The Distant Queen, Chapter 1. Aha! Are those Hanson, Helen, and Typhon Team I spy, crouching in the dark like terrified sprats. A fine job you two did on my ship. Most of my crew was turned to beasts by the rampaging beasts. I have found you to pay you back with interest. I say we shall defeat this payment, shouted Typhon Team, and his hand flew to his holstered automag. Ere his fingers even touched the weapon's grip, he was struck 15 times in the face by a hail of bullets from Mercer's weapons, at which point he promptly expired. Helen, cool as usual in the face of death, hefted her bottle of nearly 100% male grub-free purple berry liquor and hurled it toward the villain. Her aim was true as ever, and the projectile struck Mercer in the forehead, knocking him out so soundly he could not even utter a curse. "My name, ma'am," said the woman close by, once the other patron's cheers subsided. "Though I must say I'm sorry for your friend." As was I at first, but then I witnessed what lay in the wake of the bullets. Look. And as she gestured at what was left of Typhon Steam's hand, something small and black began to wrinkle among the gore. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of such shows or stories. Okay, so the workers part of the steel functioning. And some hidden stash. It was a mouse. I'm not sure about that. Not entirely sure. Oh yeah, that's another mutated time. Okay, let's see how many shots I need to do. Actually, whoa, 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 that's too much. I'm so happy. I think it's surely better actually. Am I missing? I'm missing all the shots. It's there already. Okay. Actually, with this thing I can aim. Might be not the worst idea. Yeah, pistol is not too bad, but yeah, this guy is extremely tough. Doesn't work that good. Worked very good versus standard enemies.
Did I hear something? Me.
Four headshots. It's more than 1,000 of damage, that's insane. Like, I used on previous planet I used the same version pistol, but twice lower damage, because it was low level 1. And it was enough, mostly one shot to kill enemies, and only 2 shots versus toughest guys in heavy armor. And here I need like 4 shots to some random person without a helmet, which doesn't make any sense. I guess this guy doesn't feel pain really. But looks like electricity kills the parasite. Because also, like, I need more than 1 shot to kill the snag with a pistol, while with electricity I can kill with 1 shot. Yeah, I have the cards to unlock this. That leads to knobs. Should I go to knobs or should I investigate the territory first? Runbreaker Shank. I mean, knobs can give some answers. So maybe makes sense. Yeah, that's not the best dream, I suppose it was. Yeah, it's fine that all the loading screens connected to Hanan now in this DLC.
Hello? I can hear you
Dr.
out there.
Blossom.
If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
I guess you know about parasites then. And this place quite damaged actually. For whatever reason. I guess some gunfire maybe. And I can hear some weird noises. She mentioned proceed to the left, and I kinda am, but I guess she means a bit further. Oh yeah, here she is. There are some people still staying here.
How in the Aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now?
You tell
What
me.
do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
I'm investigating Hanson Henna's murder. Was she here recently?
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress, Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Ms. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
And there isn't anything you can do to help me?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them?
Possible, but that's not what I meant. Didn't see any hostiles on the way here from the entry door. You could make a run for it.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters. Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
I could argue about that. But yeah, so I guess this Lux is one of their amazing experiments that went wrong. So what goes on in these labs that would turn your researchers against you?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Persuade 90. Yeah, that's like 30 points higher than previous one, but glad I'm actually good at persuading. I'll find out when I hunt through the labs. You might as well tell me up front.
So you've no qualms about snooping through my precious research files?
Nope.
But will you understand the data once you've acquired it?
Maybe.
Essentially, we research new innovations for an array of Rizzo's products. My present troubles stem from one we've just developed. The product's potential for profit is nearly limitless. But I'm afraid explaining the science behind it would far exceed your capability for understanding.
Try me. But, no. Alright, okay then I guess.
Now, was there anything else?
Well, the villainist can take care of your problem, but I will need you to answer some questions afterward.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room. The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
So it is possible to save the guys inside the lab at least. Or not. Does she mean the worms? Let me see him. I guess yeah, that's part of this quest. So you found some evidence pointing to Anna Summers, an intern working at the orchards. Question who could help clear up what's been going on. The orchard's tower processing console has been destroyed. The inspector should give you an idea. Yeah. It's all good and all. What about the help to her? That's different. Yeah, this quest. Okay. So, The studio found the bottom of Hudson Hennon's shoes indicates the visited Reese's Strawberry Orchards. So it's related to this quest. Dr. Blossom explained that some of the workers in the lab became suddenly violent and asked that you kill or otherwise pacify them. She directed you to a terminal in the utility room. It could disperse a sedative gas to knock them out if you're inclined to spare their lives. I would prefer to spare their lives if it's possible, but I'm not good at stealth, that's the problem. I'm totally not good at stealth. No, it is what it is. Yeah, that's familiar. Reese's first product. Before Reese's was a confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, it was an above-average chemical waste management corporation. On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on the slurry steering shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purple berry that had been hidden in his jacket pocket. Instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence, the employee was given an ultimatum by his supervisor: retrieve the fallen fruit and stay employed. The employee jumped into the vat, swam for the purple berry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled from the toxic waters, the steward stated that the chemical-coated purple berry had been half bad before falling into a toxic coma, giving his supervisors the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. Soon, the sour sweet coated purple berries were more or less edible, becoming Reese's first mass-marketed product, the Purple Berry Bunch. Amazing. Some chemicals and, well, purple berries. Guess that's the room that she opened for me. Let's see. Greetings, sympathy and lab stuff. Find helpful memorandums and news here. Memo minds gas canisters. Hello everyone, this is your friendly custodial staff offering a primitive apology if the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. There are quite a few of them and only one of me, so I am moving them in loads down to the utility room. Do be cautious, they're filled with sedative potent enough to put a hungry mama raptidon out cold. Thank you for your understanding. So the same stuff that they used in another colony on Roseway. Memo after Rock Bar meetup. Dear esteemed colleagues, my team and I are all heading to the Grand Colonial's bar this evening for some drinking and fellowship. All real scientists are welcome to join us. You know, the ones that produce quantifiable data and theorems and don't spend their time jabbering over how this lighting on that bottle will increase customer sentiment. Cheers! From some who understand that market researchers aren't real scientists. Increase protective measures. Team, as we continue our new round of research and product development, I am increasing the required safety gear for lab workers involved. As some of you know, a few recent accidents involving subjects have left workers maimed, scarred, and one worker had their left hand permanently discolored to a shade of lime green. Research and Development District Labs is expected to continuously produce revolutionary advancements in the food and beverage industry. These measures will help us in further pursuit of that mission. Dr. Blossom. That should let me down this elevator, but the elevator might not work. Oh, might work actually. Alternative, this one is sealed. Guess I knew I need to go on lower levels. What about this one? Reception terminal. I can hack in and see recent appointments. It might give me some information. Oh yeah, Mrs. Ruth Bellamy. Stage name Hanson Hennon. Description Naptor. Administrator Ludovico. Description product presentation. So Ludovico personally did all the tour. Ruth Bellamy, or at least reserved spot for her. I think she was with Dr. Blossom, but I might be wrong. Messages. To Department Utility. Cleanup request. Hello, I'm sorry I haven't had the chance to get your name yet and update the terminal. When you have a moment, could you bring a mop to the lobby? Dr. Boston seems to have had a rather rough night and spilled some coffee on the floor. Thank you. I guess it wasn't coffee, and the night was actually rough. Alright. From Blossom. What in the architect's blue blazes is going on? What unblessed corporate law is all that commotion down there? I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture was scheduled for another week. Could someone please inform me as to what the racket is all about? You better have a damn good reason for interrupting my meeting with the administrator. I expect a full explanation and apology within the next 15 minutes, or people are going to start losing jobs. Oh yeah. Return. Well, that might be useful. What the hell is this pistol? Bolter pistol. Yeah, seems like plasma work in general better on them. This pistol could be handy, but I have my shotgun. Although I can try pistol, why not? If we anyway go in this route. I don't like this teal weapons, but that's what it is. I would prefer to use shotgun for now. Good night, my creature then. See you next time. Lab workers going crazy, huh? I need to get to the utility room. There's some canisters. Sort of. There are some crazy workers here. What about this way? There's some of them lying here, which doesn't explain much. Okay, I need to first disable them and then we'll see the rest. Okay, what this one needs? It looks quite utility for me, but at the same time I don't see any special gas can. What the hell is this? Sulfur soaked top hat. This top hat once belonged to Captain Phazon of Byzantium, now seen on Terran Monarch, standing much too close to the edge of Sulfur Pit. This pungent accessory should serve as a reminder of the many terrible dangers found on Monarch, and a further examine of why no self-respecting Hansonite should ever visit. Yeah, I don't know, Monarch is not half bad. Don't see any anomalies or anything useful here. That's where the burned body is, I would assume. And this is poor worker dead here. And not the only one. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, parasites, and ones of them quite big and chunkier. Or maybe it's the whole one parasite, hard to say. The rook is here. Well, he definitely don't need ammunition anymore. No information or anything, but yeah, apparently they studied these parasites. Which still doesn't help me to launch the gas anywhere. There are more and more of these canisters here. This is probably the explosion that was mentioned. Hard to say really. But there is no terminal actually. That might be the place to place canisters if I will find them. Then I would know how they look like. In any case, nothing here so far. Yeah, I don't see anything. No, okay. Let's try to find something. This canister is definitely something different. This door is sealed. Yeah, no workers on the way. I can't possibly pass them without shooting them. Although... Actually went away. Will be somewhat quiet, I can maybe sneak in. There are some parasites here.
Maybe. Don't you frown at me.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You happiness. I can
Whoa, that does not look good. They actually managed to open the door.
now. What could that mean?
Go away. I didn't want to kill anyone, but not always possible. It's this guy not an... Oh no, he actually have a parasite. I need to find the sleeping gas canisters or whatever. I need to activate the system. I don't know how and where. Because utility room is so amazing, but where is that? Where it's possibly can be. Definitely studied a lot of things here. Also, is this ASID? Yes, it is. It's not some sleeping gas. Yeah, there's nothing here, really. Oh, but there's a terminal. Lab notes. Oh, discovery. Snug lab. Okay, here should be all the information on the experiment at least. Finally finished our first set of experiments on those parasites we harvested from the infected would-be attraction animals. And the result have been... What the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this tone? Who's going to see this aside from members of the research team? I better need mention how beyond completely phenomenal today's find has been. Not only have we discovered why Harold, the system's saddest stick-up Kenneth, had his remarkable turnaround, frankly, I'm amazed no one realized something was already earlier. His cage was only about as large as he was. By the way, Mayors, this goes your daily adrenaline injections theory, you buffoon. But we've also found something that will find me to vice presidential position in no time. Remind me to devote a bench commemorating the Rizzo's semi-industrial exploration team for giving their lives to bring back the Iridanium gaseous from the Holy Caves. I'll also be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for finding the birth site of the parasites and ordering experiments to start. I've already been in talks with management about ideas for products that could utilize the parasite joy-intensifying hormones. It's amazing that Slug hasn't looked deeper into this. You may have had to see them in the land, but seemingly they haven't disturbed our research site. Well, their oversight is Rizzo's immense benefit. Great job, me. So, Dr. Blossom exactly connected with this mess. Okay, we'll see what I can do about this. Let's see, as lab notes, I would say this experiment shouldn't be successful anyhow. Because using parasites to boost hormones of people and make them controlled by parasites, that's not good. What about incident? I'm sure some of you are still shaken by the events earlier today, but the course of science never did run smooth. The benefits of our research are easily worth the potential risk associated. Garcia would most certainly agree, if she were still alive. I've talked to Administrator Dorica about setting up some additional security measures in case of another test subject breach. In the meantime, for the love of the architect, do not infect an individual test subjects with more than one parasite. The frenetic joy will have to be enough, at least for now. I'm still looking into promotional means, but I think we'll find something soon. Some research products engineers have discussed mass producing the parasites and placing them in some kind of beverage. to evenly distribute the joy-inducing hormones. Things still seem very promising. I look forward to the day when I can leave this backwater facility behind. Amazing. Guessing test subjects. Blossom requested, demanded. We helped the engineering team to produce a gas that would target the neural links of individuals infested by iridium gases. Well, we did, and it was simple enough. Just isolate the particular cell type only found in the parasites and produced an enzyme that should shock them temporarily into stasis. But you better believe the second it came time to tell the administrator about it, she was the one who had developed the gas, and she was the one who had been primarily working with engineering to get everything together. She takes credit for the initial finding, and even after Dr. Garcia's death, which was basically all Dr. Blossom's fault, she still somehow managed to find a way to spin things in her favor. Some of the other researchers were talking about altering the gas not to target the subjects but to target her, and for it not to render the target unconscious but dead. I wouldn't write this down, but I know Dr. Blossom doesn't read log entries that she didn't write. Tell you, the ideas are beginning to see more and more appealing. Yeah, I can see why. Messages. The Department of Utility, cadaver removal. At your earliest convenience, the Slug Lab requires your sanitation services for cadaver removal. There are 2 bodies at present in the RNDD labs, and 1 scientist and 1 test subject. Send the team to move the personal corpse to the incinerator. After this, please send the hazard team to dispose of the test subject. For highly classified reasons, the corpse can emit certain chemical compounds that are extremely dangerous if mishandled. Please don't skimp on the protective gear. We'd hate to have to hire a separate utility team to pick up the bodies of yours. Good day. From Blossom. What's going on? Yeah, she already wrote it. Okay, this experiment must be stopped, and ideally the lab should be destroyed, I would say. That's the grown-up parasites, wherever they found them. Because they plan to use them, and not in anyhow good way. That's not good. People must be saved, but Dr. Blossom should be clamped, I would say. That without destroying the research data. So makes no sense. Team, don't drink the coffee. I told Blossom we weren't crazy. Every single one of us began to have clinical insomnia, and she tells us it's because we drink too much coffee. Well, it is because of the coffee, or more so what's in the coffee. I had the janitor swap out the coffee grinds on an hour later than usual this morning, and what do you know? I've been asleep all day. Those jerks and products have been messing with our supply. Don't ask me how, I just know it. They think they're so smart because they know how molecules work. Well, they aren't the only ones that can create a chemical dependency. I've got a Pavlovian prank in place for the Spectrum Brown presentation that'll cost quite the show. Not sure what the Pavlovian prank, but I guess we'll never find out. But yeah, corporations here known for messing with people, just any random workers or citizens, the different things that they experimented without telling them, and seeing the reaction, so I'm not surprised. Messages to Blossom. Dr. Blossom, we are thrilled to hear the news that Reese has recruited Hudson Helen as a spokesperson for the new Spectrum product. Our data shows she has favorable dispositions in many key categories, including the coveted 1834, regularly employed existential crisis demographic. We'd be happy to show her some of our product advertisement ideas. That's why she was here. At least one of the reasons. From Blossom, Stop immediately. I am sending this message to both teams in the marketing and product nubs. I do not know the extent of your squabbles, but they end here. If it weren't for the incredible projection Spectrum Brown shows, we'd all be out of work after that embarrassment at the presentation. I expect more from both departments. Oh yeah, I guess that was presentation was the prank. Let's see. From Blossom. Quantum Blast Corporation is all that commotion down there. I don't believe the rocket fuel combination. Oh yeah. I should send it before I read it. Okay, that doesn't tell me much. I don't see any people here. I don't see many canisters here. Although that doesn't look like utility room. Does it? Is there any name for the room? Nothing. Ah, that's back to the lab. That looks more like a utility room of sorts. There's a bench here. We can repair everything. That's something. Repair everything equipped. Breakdown. Stun button hyper. Should do in shock, but it's still can. It's not panacea, but yeah, the damage is so high. Oh, this one's special. Plasma powder, I could give it to one of the companions. They're using some melees. This one, I mean, still can be given to someone. Okay, let's keep the guns for now. And so, yeah, the boss knew. That's my old gun. Actually, not much reason to give old gun, although, whatever. Let's look around. No information or anything here. Yeah, this place is quite confusing. Huge and still no information where to find these guys. Where is exactly utility room? How it looks like? No information on any door? Nothing. And these rooms, why is it made like this? Oh damn.
I can't hear you laughing! I just wanted to make you smile!
Okay, I hope that he didn't notice me, but he did. Oh, whatever. This is what it is. That's why this experiment should be stopped. There's a lot of different stuff here and nothing I can use with it. Absolutely nothing. If I never knew where's the utility room, I encountered more and more people and I still have no idea where exactly it is. Because anything can be called utility room here. That's a crazy guy there. You know it. Product Innovation Lab. Trial KO8 has produced moderate results. Zero calorie sweetener produced 36% of the amount of dopamine compared to popular cigarette brands. It is possible that this is as far as we can go without introducing substances that would categorize this as a tobacco product, and we've already doing the line as is. I'm interested in a trial with the largest set of subjects. However, our lab's resources are getting cut thanks to the new labs that began across the hall. Maybe we can offer it to our colleagues in the marketing lab, show them a thing or two regarding proper science. Messages to Blossom. Dr. Blossom, I apologize, but I wouldn't be doing the team justice if I didn't question the budget cuts the lab has seen. We've had to shelve 3 products and we're losing 2 more researchers. Honestly, whatever being developed in the lab across the hall better be more addictive than adrenaline time. So they didn't even know what developed there. How it's even possible? There are some glassy doors here. You can surely see something. Okay, then up. Dr. Blossom, I apologize for our team's outburst at the product presentation. I assure you we didn't intentionally mean to scream in terror and assume the fatal position when Spectrum Brown and its slogan were unveiled. It has to be something the marketing lab did. For law's sake, they aren't even real scientists. From Blossom. I've seen this match to both teams in the market. Oh yeah, I've seen this one. And I've seen this one also. Okay. So this is one of the knobs. This is not the utility room. Where is the utility room? I don't know. They better them find it before I will kill more people. But maybe that's somewhere. Yeah, there is a crazy guy here. We can sneak past him. Some kitchen. This is not really a utility room. Well, depends what you mean by utility room. Some shower room. There's no way from here or anything. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Better not notice me. Okay.
Hmm?
Damn, I'm not good at stealth. I mean, develop my skills. Come on, dude, go away. I don't wanna shoot you. Go somewhere and shake somewhere else. Why exactly need to stay here? Come on. I'm in heavy armor. I'm not really good at stealth anyhow. He's still in close corner. I suspect you're moving kinda in circles here. So by waiting a little bit more, we'll go further to the fridge. Okay. Now can leave him be. Without killing him. Okay. This door is shut. This corridor of the knob. Kinda feels like this should be connected somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea. That maybe it in the room? It is going through this knob. Can I get there anyhow else? Aha, that's exactly the closed door. I need to go through one big lamp to get there. I get it. It's kind of the problem. Because if I will go through this lamp, I most likely will trigger someone. There are slugs and the things. Yeah, the chance for me to go successfully there is quite low. So I pretty much need to go through all the hostiles before we'll be able to, well, disable them. Amazing. Purely amazing.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Try to sneak through. It will not work, then it will not work. You see nothing. That's quite an explosion here. There's nobody right now. Come on, faster. Okay, that should be it in the room. Cannot take anything here. First of all, bar it. Okay. So let's see. Well, I can check everything later. First, dispense sedative gas. Sedative gas dispensing. Well, it should disable only the things.
It would seem the erratic footsteps of my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative works. Please return for consultation at 1. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Whatever you're saying. Now let's see what I can do to stop this mess. New player orientation. Welcome, insert name. We're happy to have you as a new mechanic custodian at insert location. It is your responsibility to ensure your location of employment is tidy and works like a charm. Your duties include, but are not limited to, clean of all surfaces, regular maintenance. Okay. We know what sounds like a lot, but don't worry. Your predecessor has kept thorough documentation for your needs that you can find on this terminal. We hope you're excited to begin this most fulfilling career, and remember, whoa, it's Rizzo. Amazing. How to be a janitor. Train file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to best of your ability. Amazing. Nox. It's maybe connected to this intern girl that might be connected to other things. First day. I've gotten 17 requests from the lab workers that I had to respond to, and also managed to find time to sweep, mop and buff this whole place. I was hoping that the employee how to document would help with some of these machines that I've never seen before in my life. But guess what? The asshole left it completely blank. Gas hookup. I got a request from Dr. Blossom to hook up the gas lines to some canisters that mix it with a heavy sedative with dispersal in the lower lamps. Luckily, I've got enough experience cleaning all the muck that build up in the vents to get it all done in a couple of days. Still, I wonder, what they needing this for? I think I took the last of the Raptidons out of the lab last week. I guess the pheromone flavor and result weren't as promising as they'd hoped. The Raptidons could get here because of the lab. I guess same for primals. Okay. Experiment participation. Jackpot. Since I read this stupid orientation document, I've been hoping they'd ask me to volunteer for something, and here it is. I get to be a taste tester for the newest Spectrum flavor. I'm heading to the lab right after I fix the clock in the showers. So exciting. Oh yeah, I guess that was that test subject. Turn around. Yeah, would be nice to stop all this mess as much as they can. They surely can try. Let's see. So no levels of lamps. There is a second floor here. Also, yeah, this guy is sleeping now. Good. They will not need to kill any other guys. Yeah, there's the stairs. It lead somewhere? Oh yeah, this one doesn't lead anywhere. The other one should. And the stairs were here. Yeah, here can be some actually important information in theory. Or maybe not, maybe it's marketing part of the place. What to say really? Oh, they had actual overview of the laboratory. Maybe both of them, even. Nothing really helpful here. But yeah, you could see both laboratories from here, so I'd assume whoever's leading this laboratory should be somewhere around. At least should have access exactly to this place. All terminals inactive.
Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Whoa, what? Somebody came and killed Dr. Blossom, I would assume. Before she told me any information. So somebody either still here or following my way. That's our office, I would assume. That should give me some information. I guess you don't need it anymore. Let's see. Some key 3. Some key 3 actually. Let's see. 154 damage. Yeah. Quite significant. Still not that great. Those enemies become no more tough, but no. Surprisingly, the terminal is not active. And I can't get anything from here. I return to the main hall. So I'm already not on the low levels. That's bad. That I will find something special here, but I didn't.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
See ya.
Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Then logically I should chase them, but okay. What about the fuse box? There is a cut wire in the box. Someone wanted the power cut to something, but you're not quite sure what. I guess to open the door. Examine the grate. It guards that this vent probably isn't supposed to be gaping open, but beyond that, it's difficult to tell if someone used it to enter the lab or to escape from it. Seems daring either way, and fun if a little scary, like something character in a serial adventure might do. Yeah, somebody got into the knob and shot her and escaped then.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Any clue?
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Somebody shot both of them. Interesting. Search the immediate area. If Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her and all 4 of these scientists without much resistance. Means they must be well trained. Some kind of sharpshooter or adventurer. Examine the body. You sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet this victim loss of blood is only minimal. After much thought, you've been able to deduce any further details. I guess I'm not smart enough. I would say somebody maybe know about what they're doing and maybe not even just trying to sabotage the place, but actually start this experiment in particular. I can understand why.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Now it isn't that much.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
What a surprise. Yeah, somebody actually knew about the project and stopped it. Quite effectively. Maybe also took the information about the project. That's also possible. Office keycard. Well, or you've been in the office and didn't find anything useful there. What about this terminal? View download confirmation. Successfully downloaded to external data cartridge. Raw file deleted. Well, what about messages? From Administrator Nodovica. Apologies for the late notice, but Mrs. Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she is visiting Eridanus at Hudson Henan. Please prepare for her arrival in the morning. From Blossom, note to self. Well, Leora, you did it again. At long last you locate a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice of master shelf space in the storage warehouse last night. Yet much closer to finally getting the Spectrum Gatling to work. And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running into a group of primals, or diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later, and here you are, covered in primal vomit without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. What? She tried to carry this bottle and primals just took it, I guess, because they're taking all the drinks and become drunk as hell. I don't know. It's a mess. Okay, the department are NDD knobs in place. Subject, what is the... Oh yeah, that's a message that's just sent everywhere. Files. File deleted. Yes, I'm deleted the file. But I can hack to get parasite findings. Lab terminal. Test involving the parasite iridium gaseous. Colloquially dubbed slugs have produced outstanding results. Even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency, the pheromone the iridium gaseous secreted produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue researching how much of the compound we can introduce to subjects and observe their effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons. As mentioned before, this product will produce that boozy feel-good stimulus like no other, but more importantly, the pheromone's makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely addictive product with zero no surrounding it would certainly justify any means. Yeah, for a corporation apparently. Yeah. That's why this thing should be stopped. What about this part? Spectrum Gatling Terminal. All core systems operative. Weapon required loaded Spectrum Vodka area to be functioned. Spectrum Vodka deposited 4 of 8. Yellow uploads. Spectrum Gatling Terminal. The Gatling taunts me from behind its glass cage. The infernal void damn thing refuses to work, and I know the exact cause. It's me. Why am I wired like this? Why? Whenever I try to fiddle with the internal sober, I broke parts off. All connections failed to fire. All pieces stuck out of the casing and shorted out other components. So of course, the solution was obvious. Get at least a little plastered prior to the work period. Every work period. When I'm relaxed, my hands don't shake and it's so much easier to see where things should fit, or how to bridge certain connections. The problem, of course, is that I also get artistic. Why should a weapon work on mechanics alone? Why shouldn't you have to say slot one of every single fucking kind of Spectrum Vodka into the thing before it will fire for the first time? I don't even know if it's tied to the weapon's internals or if it's some kind of log, but it seems like it should fire and absolutely will not. I have to get one of every kind of Spectrum, including black. I can only hope the storage warehouse has had a recent shipment of the entire Spectrum. All this work will have been for nothing. I have to be the dumbest genius this side of Hudson. Okay, so it's pretty much scientific weapon. And you need all the Spectrum Vodka to get it. But it doesn't look anyhow good. And not something that I would like to use. But yes, I guess something like Gatling Laser. Doesn't sound too terrible, but don't make me excited at all. And most likely I would need to spend quite a lot of time to find all these vodka parts. Oh yeah, this is a recording.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay, this is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium Gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Okay, so she worked on this Gatling. And that was her previous product pretty much. But everything went to, well, into Slug's direction. Kinda understandable so. But yeah, cannot do anything about the research itself. And in case data was taken, I would assume. Let's see, what do I know? You found evidence that a certain research file was downloaded to a data cartridge, then deleted from the terminal. This Mr. Doka will want to hear the results of your investigation. Yeah, somebody sabotaged the place and destroyed all the pretty much workers and took the research data. Either to just delete it, but at the same time it was copied, not just deleted. So I'd assume that it's not altruistic purpose. And somebody actually, most like as a corporation, came to, well, take the thing. For a better wine. Okay. Pretty much I'm done here, I'd assume. Yep. Now I know the reason why there are people with parasites, but I don't have anything to disable them. I'll need to shoot them.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please
Amazing.
evacuate the orchards at this time.
Let's get
Releasing
us a
the
comment then.
mosquitoes for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely purely amazing. Oof, yeah, this DLC will take some time. I'd have a lot of stuff to do here. And a lot of problems. Mostly done with this part, but yeah. I need to deal with these mosquitoes and I still need to investigate some parts of this place. And so in the beginning... Oh yeah. Yeah, this place is huge. And then there are also other parts of this place. Yeah, that will take some time. The size of a monarch at least, this planet. At least. Judging by everything that I need to go through. Oh well. But for now it's a bit too late to continue, so let's end. It's a good moment to stop for today. We'll continue tomorrow. And today's evening should be New World. So thank you for watching. See you next time.